Oh, okay.
You ready for this?
Yeah. 2, 3, 4. Previously on Finish It, we did a holiday episode and it was very good. Well, the holidays keep on rolling. Last week we made a promise to finish Harlow Thromby. Will we achieve it? Find out now.
This is the Finish It podcast. Let's begin the Finish It podcast.
Woo! Hello.
Hey, everybody.
I'm Matt Ewell.
I'm Chris Ewell.
Welcome to a very special holiday Choose Year's Day edition of Finish It.
A completionist choose your own adventure podcast.
It's on. Gang. Every page, every ending. I got it. Every book, every year comes to an end.
Yep.
And so must every book.
Yeah.
And so do we hope tonight we say goodbye
to
both 2018, which was not a party.
Not a party.
And to who killed Harlow Thromby, also not
the biggest blast of all time. And just FYI, you may hear the sounds of our father taking the garbage out in the background.
Because it's Saturday.
We are both still in the same place.
Yep.
In our father's garage, and we're bringing you a very special episode today because today you're getting Finish It unplugged.
That's right.
And in person.
No garage band, no electrodes,
no electricity in our music.
Straight up acoustic guitars and voice.
No pre-recorded songs. We got our guitars right next to here. Tonight I will be playing Mom's guitar.
Tonight I will be playing Dad's guitar.
and we're just gonna play our songs. Acapella? No, acoustic.
Just acoustic.
Acoustapella.
Yeah, acoustapella.
as we go throughout, and then hopefully we can jam out the end of this.
And then also for fun, we're
book.
recording this on video on a laptop that we're looking at right now.
Does not make me feel self-conscious at all.
No. So if that goes well, that'll be on YouTube, I guess, and you can watch it once it's up.
Happy New Year's!
Hey, Happy New Year's, everybody!
What an exciting thing when it's January 1st,
yeah,
and everything is different.
That's right. The world is back to normal, and everything is fine, and it's 2019, and it's good now.
Yeah, it's a whole new year, so everything starts over. It's a reset button. I have a deodorant. I have a thing of deodorant in my pocket.
Oh, okay.
Just gonna take that out.
Okay.
How you doing, Matt?
I'm doing good. I was thinking, because so obviously we're not recording this on New Year's Day. This podcast has been released on New Year's Day, and we hope everybody's having fun.
Yeah.
We recorded it the weekend before, and I'm thinking, man, a great way to celebrate New Year's Eve is with Harlow Thromby behind us and nothing but space vampires. Oh, hey, we got
space
some hot
vampires.
news.
Oh, wait, hot news.
I got it. Hold on.
We play the jingle.
I got this.
There's going to be a little bit of setup time. It's kind of like, there you go.
I got it. Hot news.
Nice hot news jingle.
Oops, I did the wrong one. No, I'm just going to skip it.
That was a pretty good hot news jingle.
So we got some hot news.
That's right. The votes have been counted. That they've been tallied and levered
for like a week. And
winning the battle with 69% of the vote. Nice is Space Vampire.
Nice.
Which I'm really excited about. They actually came in the mail already, so I just want to finish Thromby tonight so bad because Space Vampire is sitting in the other room waiting for us. And guys, it's gonna be a good one.
Oh man, we did take a little peeky at some of the pictures in the book, and the pictures are just real good.
That'd be a great way to start the new year. But I think another great way to start the new year is with some resolutions.
Yeah, I mean technically that's the thing you have to do. You have to make resolutions.
Yeah, that's the responsibility part of the whole thing.
Yeah, because otherwise it's just another year where you didn't do the things you said you were gonna do.
Well, Matt, I actually made some resolutions.
Hey, that's crazy. So did I.
About me on this podcast. And you know what else is crazy about it?
What is it?
I put my resolutions into lyric
I
format.
can't believe that you and I did the same thing. I also did lyric form resolutions this year.
So we have 2 different songs with our resolutions in them?
Yeah, yes.
Wait a second. What if we made them into one song right now?
We could give it a shot, but it sounds insane, and I doubt it'll work.
We probably came up with the same chord pattern.
We'll see about that. Okay. Here we go. One take.
Ready?
I am ready. I resolve to get healthy, I resolve to be kind, I resolve to recall every word in each line as I bide yet more time in my mind palace. I'm still working on it, I swear I'm gonna get it. But there's just one last thing that I have to get right before saying goodbye to last year, which is why I'm resolute to win Thromby tonight.
I resolve to choose better books than Thromby. And I resolve to be more patient when Matt blows his reed.
Oh man, come on.
We chose our resolutions. Choose your resolutions too. I
Resolve to be kind, resolve to recall every word in each line as I bide more time in my mind palace. There's just one last thing that I have to get right before saying goodbye to last year, which is why I'm resolved to love me tonight. Resolve to win Thromby tonight.
I feel like our lyrics really went well together.
I think it's weird that we picked the same chord pattern and then we wrote the same exact chorus and I accidentally wrote a harmony.
That was fun. I liked your lyrics. We actually hadn't heard each other's lyrics until just now, so that was
like one of the funnest parts of this show is not knowing what the other brother's doing for a segment and coming to that fresh. So we wanted to do a song about New Year's resolutions.
What's the other brother gonna do?
What's the other brother gonna do?
What's the other brother gonna do?
What's he gonna do?
What's he gonna do?
So we wanted to. We wanted to surprise each other the same way, so we wrote this song without telling each other what the verse lyrics were. Then we did the chorus, and then so that was the first time we heard the lyrics that we both did. And
so choose your resolution too, and happy choose yours.
choose your resolution too.
Do you get it?
Do you? It's New Year's Eve. I hope it's New Year's Day. I hope you picked a good resolution.
I hope you did too. Should we attack this book?
Let's do it. This is the one. This is the final couple, right?
Yeah.
It's just got to be. I will say about my read.
Yeah.
I did what I was gonna do. I did the thing I wanted to do.
You did something you wanted to do on purpose?
I don't know if it's the thing that makes it so we don't have to do this anymore. But I did exactly the thing I wanted to do.
I am coming into this one with reserved anticipation and excitement. Like, I can see that crack of light.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, you can kind of feel
it. But I don't trust it.
No.
It might be a glow stick or something.
Yeah.
It might not actually be outside.
Yeah.
Shall we dive in?
Okay, let's
Possibly
do the dive in.
Possibly for the last time. Hello, Mr. Handsome.
Hello, fellow.
Okay. It's been just a year since the robber climbed in your Aunt Miranda's bedroom window at 2:00 in the morning.
Get out! She screamed at him, and that's just what he did, taking her pearl necklace with him, but not for long, right, bud?
That's right. That's right. You solved the case with your skills and then decided you're a kid detective.
Yeah, you're now a kid detective.
Origin story started. Takes us to page 4, the first choice. And maybe this will be the last time we ever make this choice.
Ooh.
Thromby calls
Yep.
and says, I'm scared. Come talk to me. Do you accept his invitation to go talk to him, or do you tell him to come back in the afternoon?
Well, I just tell him I'll come back. I'm just kidding. I accept this.
Almost flipped this bar over. All right, well, we both accepted his invitation to party. I just hope this is the last time we have to go to this ridiculous dinner party. It's the worst dinner party.
Exactly at 5, we meet up with Mr. Thromby. He's looking all sad sacky.
Look, sad Zaki.
Says his wife wants to kill him. Knows that she wants to because she said so, which is a bummer. Which does not get addressed. Did she seriously tell this guy?
That she's going to kill him?
She's going to kill him?
It's the kind of
I
thing
think she did.
I think it's something, I feel like it's the kind of thing you would say to somebody if you didn't mean
Who looks
it.
exactly like her.
Who looks like this, who didn't mean it. Like somebody who no matter what you can do, they'll
Honey,
never get
I bought
angry.
you another 2 cars.
Like,
Well, I'm going to kill you.
going
I'm
to
going to kill you, Thromby.
It's like for somebody who won't ever get angry, they only get sadder. And so, like, it's just
try to get a reaction.
yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Poor Jane.
Poor Jane.
She just wanted 2 pianos.
That's
She
fair.
got them, and she didn't realize the price she'd have to pay.
Well, she thought 2 pianos would fill the hole in her life, and they don't.
They don't.
So we go to this party. Oh man, we start meeting everybody. Where are we go?
Page 8, our option is,
All right.
we going to play some pool with the boys, or are we going to take a look around the place?
What'd you decide to do?
I chose to look around
too.
the place.
Me too. I think I just don't want to have that sad pool experience anymore. And it's fun to look around the place because we get to meet Mudge sooner.
That's true.
And like, if this is our last read, I want to spend as much time with Jenny Mudge as possible.
I agree. Jenny Mudge is obviously devious, obviously the manipulative hand behind the scenes, everything that happens.
Yeah.
She's also clearly a murderer.
Yeah.
And a
Psychopath.
psychopath. But yeah, she is the best part of the book.
If there is anything left to be learned from this book, it is to be learned from Jenny Mudge.
That is correct.
So we meet Helga, we meet Jenny. I still don't quite understand their relationship 100%.
They know each other from the Y.
I don't even know what that is. It's a letter. It's not a thing. And then we turn to page 10 where we meet Jane, a round-faced woman. And then this is when we get the invitation for dinner, which kind of just feels like, at this point, just feels like an insult to injury because we already said we would come over.
Yeah,
and
we're
like,
already here. Like, you're not going to give
you
us
know
dinner?
we have to do dinner, of course.
Yeah.
I have to say yes to this.
Well, I decided
I'm
just to
assuming you
talk to him
said yes
tomorrow.
to the dinner?
I said I'll talk to him tomorrow.
It's not a funny thing.
Yeah, no, it's not funny.
Not a funny joke
It's-
at all.
You get so mad. Yeah, no, I accepted dinner invitation, of course.
Me too. And then here it is, the big dinner scene. Still my favorite part is when Jane says, "Does anyone know where Angela is?" And there is no response. Just nobody says, "I don't know." Just nobody move. I feel like everybody freezes.
Just people quietly chewing roast beef. Waiting for the brandy to come out, which it does. And you, as a working detective, pass on the brandy.
Do I sound weird? Is this weird?
No, because you're doing something with your mouth, and this is a video thing tonight.
No, they're not. Nobody's gonna watch this.
When are we going to watch it, but it exists?
It's just
Why are you
for-
doing that with your mouth?
I just feel weird. I'm wearing shoes, and I don't usually wear shoes when I record this.
It was like
podcast.
30 degrees
But
in
it's
here.
really cold in Dad's garage. It's time to wear shoes, and I feel like it's throwing off my mojo.
Take them off, then. Is it really?
I don't know. It feels weird.
Take off one and just
I'll
see.
take off the right one. That feels all right. All right, I'm sorry. Where are we?
Edit that out. How horrible. Why are you doing the mouth thing? Let's
I
just
said
move
something
on.
on my teeth.
All right. All right, so you're trying to have a nice time, and then Harlow screams
Thromby tries
from
to
the
give
other
you some.
room.
Yeah, he tries to give you some brandy. Then he screams and screams and pulls down a curtain. He falls down. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing the emergency services can do.
Nope.
And so he's dead
Mm-hmm.
because he's been poisoned.
Just before he dies, he says nothing useful.
Absolutely
Then he
nothing
dies.
except for I've been poisoned, which is astute.
He's like, I'm very allergic to brandy. It's all of a sudden.
I mean, I feel like he's older, not in the best shape.
Mm-mm.
I don't know that my first assumption would be poison.
I guess it depends on what is happening to your body.
I
Like
guess
it feels
so.
like your guts are tying themselves up, and
That would be poison. I've had some feelings.
I felt that earlier.
I've had some feelings.
It's vacation eating happening right now.
Yeah.
I've had this sensation the whole time I've been here.
I just want to sleep the whole time.
Okay,
Okay, so
let's just assume he's been poisoned before. This guy's probably been poisoned before.
that's true. He probably knows exactly what it feels
Yeah.
like. So Proof Rock's on his way, so you have a chance to talk to people. Do you talk to them one at a time or as a group?
I talk to them as a group.
Hey, me too.
Hey,
That's
neat.
funny. Okay. Let's get maximum FaceTime with all our characters.
That's right.
Let's see. Chartwell starts yelling about fighting with his uncle, which doesn't seem like a good move.
Yeah, this is the page where everybody incriminates themselves right
Yeah,
away.
yeah, yeah,
Chartwell's like, we fight all the time, but I'm going to figure out who killed him is what I'm going to do.
And Robert's like, "There's no need for an investigation. I know exactly." And then he blames Jane. He says Thromby said it was Jane. Thrombus says it was. I bet people do that all the time. That my name's not Thrombus. I don't know.
Thrombus, party of what? Thrombus? It's Thromby. Does it matter, buddy?
I don't know you that well. So, yeah, it's just a big fighting scene, which is always fun. And that brings us to 34. And this is where things I think are going to start to get a little interesting. We're out of the intro and we're into the fire. So
yeah,
we're saying this could be our last read because we've gotten all the endings.
Yeah.
We only have 3 more pages to get. Yes, 3 more pages to get.
Okay.
And the potential that we can. I feel confident that 2 of those pages is from the loop of telling Jenny to follow someone and then having Jenny follow up on that. And then there's another page.
Right.
So now we're getting actually into the territory where we can maybe make some magic happen. So let's focus up.
Okay. Even though we already did this. We already did our reads.
Yeah, but if you need to change anything on the fly,
I don't think I need to.
Nobody's going to know. We're not recording this part.
No, I think I'm good. I mean, I wouldn't know.
All right. So.
All right. Proof Rock's questioning the diners.
Yeah. So the great detective is here. You might as well go home to bed.
That's pretty good. That kind of sounds like John C. Reilly. I like that.
Was it John C. Reilly? Yeah, okay.
Just on the end. So we can either take a look at the greenhouse.
Yeah.
Or go to the hospital to talk to Jenkins.
Jenkins the gardener. What did you do?
Greenhouse.
Okay.
What'd you do? What did you do?
I want to go to Jenkins.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So what do you want me to do my thing first? Or you want to do your thing first?
You should do your thing.
Oh, God. You're going to be so mad at me for the rest of this thing. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm soaking wet with the evening dew as I walk across the lawn to the greenhouse.
Yeah.
Proof Rock comes and finds me. He's like, oh, hey. Jenkins says it brought arsenic in here. You're like, not anymore. There ain't.
Okay.
So, Proof Rock's like, well, you should go home. So I can either check for more fingerprints or go back and check out the pantry. So I check for more fingerprints.
I like your style.
Thank you. I take some fingerprint impressions. No big deal. It's what I do as a pro dick.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still not convinced you're not just throwing fingerprint ink all over the room. But
I'm just taking my own fingerprints. So I drop them off the next morning at the police lab, head back to the Thromby house.
Okay.
Page 44.
44, okay.
Helga's like, hey, yo, everybody's here.
Sure.
Proof Rock ain't, because he's late. So now I have an option to talk to some people.
Yeah, you can talk to any of the people.
I can talk to Chartwell, Robert, Angela, Helga.
Okay, who did you choose? I think I know. Okay.
I'm not messing around. Pick Chartwell.
Okay.
I'm afraid to pick somebody else.
I can't really remember how it played out last time.
Well, this is what I've been doing is talking to Chartwell.
Smart. Stick with it. Stick with what you know. Stick to your ticket. That's from Harry Potter.
Yeah, so Chartwell's all like, hey, everybody thinks that I don't like my uncle, but I don't really care, and I wouldn't have killed him. And I think Angela might have done it. You're like, whoa, dude. Then you turn to page 59. And on page 59, it's all like, Proof Rock's outside. You don't want to talk to him.
Okay.
So you're like, maybe I should talk to Jenny Mudge instead.
Okay, yes. Okay, nice. You got there. I couldn't remember if this is how you get there. It didn't sound right. I thought you had to talk to Angela.
No, I got... Okay. Maybe you can talk to Angela also.
Okay.
So if I call Jenny, turn to page 60.
Yeah.
And if not, 42. So off to 42.
Good.
Kidding.
Good moves. Wait, no. Hey.
Turn to page 60.
You can't do this. I'm very fragile right now. I've eaten so many mom and dad foods. And
they're all
right
delicious, but like some of them like mushroom soup on top of the baked thing.
Yeah, breakfast casserole. It's the best. It's a Yule family tradition for every Christmas morning with breakfast casserole. It's croutons, a pile of croutons, which I guess is bread.
Croutons, so we just had toast instead.
Yes, it's bread.
Yeah.
And then you pour, cream of mushroom soup on top of it, and then you put cheese on top of it, and there's sausage in there.
Eggs, right?
Eggs and sausages in there.
It's so good.
It comes out as like a solid,
blessing.
I guess a non-Newtonian plasmid.
Yeah.
It's really good.
If you got to be real, you got to bite into it so slow so it doesn't solidify. Okay. So Jenny's like, she's pumped to hear from me. She's like, let me know if I should trail somebody. I asked her to trail Jane.
New page.
Oh, that's good. cool.
Man, I'm so proud of you. I didn't think for a second you would know who you were supposed to check on. You get the side.
I did. Well, I didn't. I was pretty. I felt like Jane was the one.
You did it. You nailed it.
All right. I'd like you to watch Jane Thromby.
Yes.
You tell Jenny. Harlow Thromby thought she might be out to get him, which is not what he said.
Sure.
And maybe she was.
Okay.
She knew where the arsenic was kept. She might have given it to one of the others. If she was conspiring with someone, she will probably meet with that person again. Okay, Jenny replies.
Yeah, I feel like she was kind of like, okay. Because, like, I get it. Like, I know all of this. I know why we should follow Jane.
Jane was all I needed. I just need you out of here.
Get out of my
I have
way.
notes to write.
So I can do the work of a detective.
Off to page 89, getting my head wrapped up in a towel for, man, I hope it's the very last time for that. Papers were rustling behind me as I come to. Should I pull off my towel or should I just should I sit there quietly? I yanked that towel off.
Yes, good job, Matt.
Thanks, man.
So wait, let me see the picture of the towel boy one more
Oh,
time.
yeah.
That's such a picture. It's just so much picture.
And if you're enjoying this on YouTube, you could like pause it and like take a screen grab and then like zoom in on that. I can hold it a little closer.
I get the feeling that it just feels like those knots and ropes were a lot of time was spent on this exact specific knots and wrapping pattern.
This book was supposed to come out in September, but it didn't come out until January because the illustrator Granger was like, "Oh, I'm still researching the knots and stuff, and
Just want to get it right.
I'm almost got it."
Details matter. I feel like he kept getting the note. Paul, this is great. Just for the one with the towel on head, it's actually just like the idea is just that it's like a blindfold, a towel wrapped around like a blindfold. So it kind of looks creepy the way it is. So just make it like a blindfold. And he got that note every single time until like they had to go to pressing.
Like, yo, look, the rope just around and around and around. Haven't you seen like cartoons? Just around and around, man. What is this weird, intricate knotting?
It's intricate binding.
Well, like, look, if you want to keep a person who is shorter than 4'11" into a chair, this is how you tie him up, sir. You do your job, I'll do mine. Granger out. Okay, so I rip the blindfold off and get smacked in my head. I wake up in the hospital. Insane doctor drops me a note that says I'm going to end up in the cemetery if I don't drop the case. My options, because now I'm just thinking about Angela for some reason, are to investigate Angela or maybe go talk to Jenny Mudge again, which
Sure.
of course I do.
Yes. Mudge, time.
I waste no time in phoning Jenny.
Yeah.
I asked her to watch Jane.
Yeah, you did.
Therefore, I must
page does it take
turn
you
to page 99.
New page!
Oh, it's a good feeling. Okay. Sorry, Jenny says.
What?
I wasn't able to find out much about Jane.
Okay.
Her lawyer came to visit a couple of times. I guess she's pretty worried.
Okay.
I guess so, you reply. But with someone like Proofrock in charge of the case, you could be worried even if you're innocent.
Yeah.
And Mudge is all like, oh my gosh, this thing with him and Proofrock. He's a kid. What is he? He doesn't even know this guy. He's a man. He's a grown man.
I
He
feel
has a
like she's
job.
cataloging it. She's like, I can use this. This
She's recording everything he
contention.
says.
This.
Oh, yeah.
You know she says stuff to Proofrock all the time where he was like, he was saying this stuff about you.
Yeah.
It was ugly.
Some of the guys who work for you really like this kid.
I heard some people saying that they think he should be the head of the police.
So I'm off to page 101 where I have just over a dozen options.
What are you gonna do? This is your last one.
It is my last one.
Because you got those 2 pages.
Therefore, I decided I'm absolutely sure I have the case wrapped up, and I turned to page 122.
Yes.
And hopefully for the last time, let's read page 122.
Let's do it. I love this one.
You return home and dial Proofrock's special number at police headquarters. It's also just his number.
His special
at
number.
Police headquarters. You go up and you dial 8. And then just as Proofrock suggested, speak loudly into the phone and quickly hang up. Inspector Proofrock, you say with satisfaction. If you have a moment, I'll be glad to tell you exactly how Harlow Thromby was murdered. The end.
Still
Worst.
just
ending.
a shocking ending. You can't to do that.
All right, so okay, cool.
Oh, Matt, good job. High five.
Thanks,
I can
man.
high five you in person.
And maybe the microphones picked up that cool high five.
Probably did. The video definitely picked it up.
I'm really glad that Jane was the person. I thought Jane was probably the person.
Were you were nervous though about that pick? I tried to plant it enough. Oh, nice cramp. Matt, you got a Krampus
I
t-shirt
showed off
on?
my Krampus t-shirt. Okay.
Damn. Wow.
All right.
Good job, man. I wonder where that third one is. All right. Do we have a quiz to do? Oh, we have to have a quiz theme song, right?
Yeah. Let me yeah, we got a quiz going ready to go.
All right.
What's this song? How's this song go? It's the game we always have to play. Maybe not again for this book. It's choose your own adventure or ... Beautiful,
Nice.
dude. You crushed that. One take.
Yeah, coffee house.
Hey,
style.
heads up to the world. This episode is one take so far.
Yeah.
That was not expected.
Yeah, no.
And probably we're gonna listen to this and be like, nah,
Let's start
we have
over.
to redo a lot of it.
Mostly
so-
for the music. I like the idea that we actually do multiple takes of our entire podcast. We're not getting an hour and a half in, and we're like, you know what? That's just the energy.
No
I think
good.
we'd be a little
Start from the
snappier, a
beginning.
little tighter, a few more jokes. Let's try it again.
We'd be right.
Yeah.
Okay, so today's quiz, to celebrate this sort of coffee house feel that we have going, this acoustic, this guitars and voice, this once dudes on the street busking solidly. Jeez. Was that like background noise?
Yeah, it's like you're in a coffee shop.
It sounds like we work in a kitchen. I don't know what that is. I should put that away.
Okay.
So to celebrate that, today's quiz is Choose Your Own Adventure or a song by Ed Sheeran, musician who famously got his start at open mic nights because, as everyone knows, he was just playing around in LA busking, playing
true?
coffee houses, and Jamie Foxx, the famous Jamie Foxx, heard him, and now we all have to listen to Ed Sheeran, which is mean to me to say. I don't really know his music very much, except for the ones that they play constantly that you can't stop listening to, but I don't know which ones are him.
I couldn't, for the life of me, name you one Ed Sheeran song.
Well, by the end of this quiz,
Or
maybe.
hum you one Ed Sheeran song.
On
Because
that
I'm an
note,
out-of-touch old man.
I don't know anything about the songs, and I didn't look them up or anything, but I will,
He's cute.
for a little
He's a
bonus
cutie.
fun, I will sing my interpretation of what just the words of the title of the song
Oh, yeah.
sound like in his song.
Oh, okay. You know his style pretty good?
No, but I've
feel like
seen
you have
pictures of him.
A good feeling for his vibe.
No.
From the
But
pictures.
I think yeah, probably a chill vibe, and he's a sweet small man, I guess.
With the voice of an angel?
Well, yeah, I think he's got the voice of an angel.
Okay.
Okay, so Choose Your Own Adventure, a song by Ed Sheeran, musician who famously got started open.
That's my last chance in
nights.
Who Killed Harlow Thrombey to get 100%, so I'm going to go for it.
Are you gonna go for it? Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Sandcastle.
Ed Sheeran.
I'm really sorry. That's a Choose Your Own Adventure. I think I
What?
boned you with that one before. It's a young
Sandcastle?
reader one.
Oh, that's such a good one.
Yeah, it sounds like an Ed Sheeran song, right?
Is it called Sandcastle? Is it about building a
Just called
sandcastle?
Sandcastle. I hope it's about building a sandcastle. Build a turret, build a drawbridge. And you're like, I can't build a drawbridge. I'll do the turret.
Maybe it's just a really intense like family drama, and sandcastle is kind of a metaphorical name. Like, there's a scene where they build a sandcastle, and there's a whole metaphor about the rooms in the house and how every family has a different number of rooms, and how sometimes a room feels empty, but then you can change it to a different kind of room to make it feel alive and happy again.
Yeah.
Probably something like that.
Castle on the Hill.
Okay. It's Choose Your Own Adventure.
I don't know. It's Ed
Oh,
Sheeran.
come on. Okay, you know what? I'm going for 0%. I'm going to go for 0%, which will be just as hard.
And I don't know anything about the song, but I assume it goes,
Yeah.
Oh, should I play guitar too?
If you're going to do a little singing, yeah.
Yeah, I
So
didn't
this
think
one
it
is
was
called Castle on the Hill. I'll give you a little lead up. Ladies and gentlemen, Ed Sheeran singing Castle on the Hill.
Thank you. The song's called Castle on a Hill. Castle on a Hill. So I think it's something
Whoa.
like that. Probably.
That was lovely.
That's all I have for that. End game.
Endgame. Ooh. Wait, I feel like you're trying to trick me.
I'm trying to trick you the whole time.
Choose Your Own Adventure.
It's Ed Sheeran. End game.
Okay, yeah, I buy that.
Comet Crash.
That's a Choose Your Own Adventure.
That's correct. Number
Yes.
144. Very good. Showdown.
I think it's both.
Pick one or the other. It's not both.
Ed Sheeran.
Book 127. Showdown. Are you? No, you got one right.
What's this?
Did you?
This will help.
I thought you got one right. All right. Well, into the lightning round.
Oh, that tastes like medicine.
It's Fireball whiskey.
Got it.
It's not whiskey hardly at all.
Okay.
Lightning round. The A Team.
The A Team?
Hmm?
It's Sheeran.
Yeah, that's correct. No, we're done.
Okay. Yeah.
The A Team. Oh.
Like it's just in the middle there.
Yeah, it's just a
middle of a
one-off.
sentence.
You only hear it once in the
Right in the middle
song,
of the
in the
phrase.
verse. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Tattoo of death.
That is a choose your own
Yeah,
adventure.
153. Should
I
we
got
read that
one right.
Who are you?
Wow. Oh man. Choose your own adventure.
Killed it. 150.
What is
Who
that
are
one?
you?
Just like Amnesia, probably. I guess.
I presumably. We got to read that one.
That sounds good.
Runaway.
I feel like it's both.
None of these are both.
It's Sheeran.
That's correct.
Yes.
Run away.
That was one of his earlier songs before he's super
the
good
first
at
song he
guitar.
ever wrote.
Okay.
Lego House.
Lego House. I'm overthinking this.
Yeah.
this is Ed Sheeran.
That's right.
Yes.
Lego House.
Wow, that's a little different phase for him.
experimental. Scene of the crime.
I feel so very confident. We're getting a lot of tweets about how great Ed Sheeran is. And I can't emphasize enough, we don't know.
Yeah, I think
Him
he's
or his
probably,
music.
I think he did a song with like Rihanna or something.
Everybody seems to love
Rihanna
him,
is
so
cool.
I imagine he's rad. I
Yeah,
just
he's
don't.
gotta be cool.
I just don't know him.
And I have heard he's a nice person. That's
Yeah.
all I really care
Yeah, I
about.
saw him in Game of Thrones. He was adorable.
He was on Game of Thrones. I forgot about that. That
Yeah.
was cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we don't dislike that guy.
Yeah.
We might. We don't know.
What was the?
Scene of the crime.
This is easy. That's a choose your own adventure.
That's right. It's number 137. Everything has changed.
That that would be a wonderful choose your own adventure,
Yeah.
but it is a Ed
Sherman.
Sherman.
Everything has changed.
Wow, that was from a dark
It's not.
period.
I'm not proud of that one.
Can't all be
Trouble
winners.
on planet Earth.
That's choose your own adventure.
I'm sorry, that's David Bowie. I'm just kidding. It's not David Bowie, but doesn't it sound like David Bowie?
That sounds
It
like
is.
David
It's number
Bowie.
29. Trouble
Yes.
on planet Earth. Escape.
That's choose your own adventure.
Very good. That's number 20.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, how would you feel?
Ed Sheeran.
That's right.
Okay.
How would you feel? How would you feel?
He says it twice in that one.
That one he says it twice.
That one, it's got a repeat lyric. So
Yeah.
how did I do?
I wasn't keeping track, but it seemed like you did really bad at first and then better later.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks for that quiz. That was a fun one. Are you ready to dive into my read?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm sorry, I have a technical issue.
Yeah, we don't have what are they called? Ropies?
We don't have any ropies.
Grabbies.
We don't have any grabbies.
Grabbies, the people who grab your
handle
guitar
our
and put it.
equipment,
Yeah.
if you know what I mean. Which is to say,
Okay.
move our equipment from place to place gently. If you know what I mean. Which is to say,
Ooh. So, I guess there's the potential
yeah, very much so.
that I got the last page. Now we have only have one page left, right?
We have one page left to find, and if there's any book genre on the planet Earth who's capable of finding it, it's you. That was an emotional.
Okay, well, let's see what
appeal.
happens.
All right, Jesus Christ.
I don't know. You are drinking now, and I don't blame you.
That's me pouring liquid
did
into a
we
glass, not like.
Leave off. You went to go to the gardener, and I went to go see Jenkins.
You went to see
'cause
Mr. Jenkins.
I had this feeling that it might be my last chance to see Jenkins, so on the kind of had an impulse to go say hey.
Okay.
So takes me to page 35. Past visiting hours, but using my detective skills, I convince a psychotic doctor to let me go in and bother this sick old man. And he gives me nothing, and then gets all exhausted and sleepy and pulls
Yeah.
the "I'm old and sick" act on me, so I have to leave.
You could try Jenkins just because it's late at night and
Yeah.
I woke you up
Yeah,
and you're very ill.
yeah. So, sorry. Okay. All right. So, next morning up early, hopeful that by the end of the day you'll have solved the Harlow Thrombey murder case.
Yeah.
That's how I felt this morning when I woke up. I was
Oh,
like,
what?
hopeful that we'll solve the book.
Yeah, for sure.
The phone rings. It's Jenny Mudge.
Okay.
I've been working on the Harlow Thrombey murder case, she says.
Oh, boy.
Of course. And I think we ought to have a talk about it. So, I have a choice to tell her I need to go to Thrombey house,
Yeah.
go meet Jenny at her house, or sit for a few minutes to think things through. I decided to go meet Jenny at her house because I'm like, this is the last read, and I don't get any more Jenny
you're
time.
getting it all mudged up. You're mudging it up.
And it's one of my favorite pages because you find Jenny on the front porch sitting in a rocker. You take a seat in an old wicker chair. You tip back in a wicker chair, which makes a great
Maybe
sound.
just when you sit down in the wicker chair, since it's a wicker chair, you tip back.
I think you're right. And you put your feet up on the porch railing. Well, do you have any theory about the case?
It's so good.
How's this for a theory? Which is she's just slamming you so hard. She's like,
yeah.
how's this for a theory?
Sure, bud.
I don't know, Thrombey committed suicide, so she kind of...
Hey, wait a minute. Actually, real quick.
Yeah.
You just walked straight to Jenny Mudge's place from... Oh, no, you've not been hit over the head. You were visiting another man at the hospital, so you have no excuse.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
there's no...
Got a little mixed up. All right, let's go.
And I was in my best thinking position, and I still got it wrong, so there is really no excuse. So, so she strings me along with this whole suicide idea. I think she's straight just trying to throw me off.
She's like saying, how dumb is he?
Yeah, she's evaluating me.
Yeah.
Right. She probably does that with everybody. She kind of puts
Everyone.
them at an intellect level.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All of her teachers.
So the choice here I have is, do I think Jenny's theory is not worth investigating, or I think her theory is worth investigating? Do you remember this choice?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I say I think Jenny's theory is not worth investigating, which I had never chosen that before, but we had chosen it. I think you chose it before.
Oh, okay.
Takes me to page 45. Maybe I'd done it once before. I'm not sure. And it's a picture of me thinking, with my hand on my face. I say, if Harlow Thrombey wanted to commit suicide, why would he have asked for your help? It seems certain he was murdered. Maybe he was just warming up to ask for your help with the suicide.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Seems like the kind of guy to ask a boy.
I think I want to end it. Maybe I should call a boy.
I'm too scared of guns. You have to use this knife. I'm too scared of knives, so it's a really small knife. Perhaps you should return to the Thrombey house. On the other hand, maybe Jenny has some other ideas. Now, I remember doing this before and being like, psh, Jenny theory's not worth investigating.
Yeah.
So at this choice, too, it's like, no, I'm going to return to the Thrombey house.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
theory's dumb. But instead, this time, I chose
No way.
to talk further to Jenny, which takes me to page
No kidding.
52. New page.
That's extraordinary.
The final page.
Oh my gosh, let's all just take a quick moment.
Here, I'll do
This is it.
I'll do a sound effect of me actually turning to the page. I mean, not a sound effect. I'll actually put it up to my phone. That's the sound on the last page being turned.
Cool.
Uh-huh.
This means New Year's Eve. We can relax. We can have fun.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Theories are fine, you say. Just on the theory thing.
Wow.
But have you found any clues?
Oh.
You know the tall man, Harlow Thrombey's nephew, she says. Chartwell? Yes, Chartwell. Checks a little box in her mind.
Where are we at? What can I use?
You can remember names? I saw him an hour ago standing by the door to the greenhouse, looking at it through a magnifying glass. Do you think he was returning to the scene of the crime? Jenny grins. If he were returning to the scene of the crime, he wouldn't need a magnifying glass. He was acting more like a detective. Like us. She's trying to warm up to him now.
Yeah.
You think about what Jenny has told you as you walk over to the Thrombey house. The front door is open. And you walk right in.
Oh.
That was our final word of text.
Yeah.
From Who Killed Harlow
It's
Thrombey.
finished. We're not done, but it's
I
finished.
do have to finish the read. If somehow I accidentally break the book before I get to the end of the
Yeah.
read, maybe that doesn't count. But
Okay.
other than that, it is finished. So that takes me
No
to page
kidding.
85.
This is so cool.
That 85 is where Proofrock runs in with his arms akimbo. I've solved the murder. He thinks it was Chartwell.
Yeah.
Chartwell drives away. He panics. He can't find the keys to his car. It's a very funny scene, just not the way it's written. Proofrock reminds you of a dog chasing a rabbit that has just run the other way. Do you think there was a few other options for that line?
Nope.
No?
No way. That was the first one. That guy, he woke up and he was like, I have to write that down.
And that takes me straight to page 89. Towel
Tied up
boy.
little boy.
Oh, towel boy. How I love you. His feet are just bound in such a specific way. Okay. You return home, you come back, you get bonked in the head, you get tied up with a towel on your face.
Yeah, you do.
I try to rip off the blindfold. I turn to page 87.
Yeah.
I get knocked out. I wake up. Some crazy doctor gives me a murder threat. And let's see, where did I go from here? Sorry, I'm trying to remember where I go. I have so many marks on here.
Weird marks.
It's really, 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 really bad. So, my choice here is.
Oh man, come on.
Oh yeah. Do you want to check in with Jenny Mudge? Or do you want to check in with Jenny Mudge? Or do you want to investigate Angela? I decided to check in with Jenny Mudge.
Nice.
Just to say hey one more time, even though I knew this page was useless.
All the Mudge moments.
Yeah. If you asked Jenny to watch, I didn't ask her to watch anybody, so my only choice is, if you didn't ask her to watch anyone, turn to 96. Jenny's father answers the phone. She's out.
She's out.
I don't expect her back until late this afternoon. Can you find her for me?
You're detective, right?
That takes me to 101 for the last time. And I chose my other favorite ending.
Oh, nice.
Takes me to page 119. It's depressing.
It sure is.
There's nothing you hate more than not being able to solve a murder case.
Oh my gosh.
The end. Gave
Incredible.
up on the case. Yay! Is that our victory music?
Yeah, that's our victory music. Unbelievable. So we did it 2 times. We finished it 2 times. Harlow Thromby's done. We don't have to do it ever again. We could do Space Vampires, and that's going to be incredible.
Yep. We're done with Thromby.
I don't remember the chord pattern for this song, but I'm really pumped.
The chord pattern, we do have a victory song.
Yeah, and I don't know the words to this one, but we practiced the music, but I also forget the music. But I think I got it.
Well, let me make sure I have it. Falcon shoots you, Angela does too. Trick him with the Beatles tape, just give up the case. Do Keen's dirty work, his thug makes you hurt. Forgery helps you big, dress up in a curly wig. Jenny finds no fingerprints, 2 days at the White Horse Inn. Stop the Falcon with his own gun. Jenny snakes you again, you and Mudge super friends. I'll tell you exactly how he was murdered. The end. You did it. You didn't quit. No, you finished it. Yeah.
Yes.
It's over.
A kind of a celebration.
Oh, it's over. We did it, man.
We did it acoustically.
It was really, really hard for me because I had a pretty good idea of where this ending that I just did.
I can't believe you found. I don't believe that you. How did you find that was there?
I listened to a lot of our own
Oh, did you?
and listened for loose threads.
Yeah, look, sometimes your brother makes a big dumb promise in front of everybody, and you got to do the hard work to make sure it comes true.
You had my back plenty of times when I was in grade school, and I would say things like, "My brother is the biggest brother,"
and I'd be like, "But I am so small and scared." Also big. I'm bigger than I feel bad about the bigness.
But my concern was, I just didn't know what you were going to do. I didn't know if you were going to try and go after that one or not.
Right.
Or, yeah. So I had to make a choice, and I feel good about my choice.
I'm surprised there's no way I ever would have found that page dangling out there. Oh.
Just a stupid little page.
Oh, man.
Like a nothing page. I mean, it's kind of fun. It's a little character interaction dialogue, but just like absolute. I can't believe we finished the endings before we finish the pages.
The worst thing in the world
madness.
is finishing the endings before the pages. I hope that doesn't happen again, but I'm sure I have a feeling it might. I think
Good news.
Look, Space Vampires has more endings, right?
Yes, Space Vampire has like 25 endings, which is
That's
10
very
more
cool.
endings than this ending.
All right, so that's going to be a good one.
And about the same pages, but with 10 more endings. So thank you guys for choosing that one. I think what was it? Return to the Cave of Time has like 16.
Yeah, it's
so I'm
less
glad
than that. I think
I'm
that would have
glad
been brutal.
That didn't happen. Oh man, I just feel like pumped.
Oh, that was very good. I think that finishing the first book was the most exciting because that took so long.
And I loved that first book. Like, I had a lot of mixed feelings. No. It was like I gave it a hard time. Maybe it's just in retrospect, like in comparison.
with
But I
some
really
space,
like.
maybe.
I really like. It was bittersweet, and it was also felt like a milestone. Like, oh, this is the finishing of the
Yeah.
first book.
Yeah.
Whereas this
I
one was
wasn't
just
sure we
finishing
could even do
another
it.
dumb book from our dumb podcast.
Let's do. I don't think we're going to do a postmortem episode this time. I don't think there's that much to. We had a lot of things that we wanted to do last time, but
Yeah. If you guys
we
have any
do-
burning questions, we did questions from
we did
listeners last time.
That was cool.
If you got any big questions, go ahead and shoot them to us, and we will absolutely tackle them in the next episode.
Yeah.
I imagine most people's questions, specifically about this book, will be like, "Why is this book so bad?
You know,
What was Edward Packard thinking?"
right.
Sometimes you just gotta meet a deadline.
Sometimes you're like, you know what? I wonder if a mystery would work as a choose your own adventure in this thing I invented. I'm gonna give it a shot. And then like 6 years later, you're like, I'm gonna kill myself. Or I could just stop trying to make this work.
Kind of like in we watched that Black
Oh,
Mirror
yeah.
episode last night.
Did somebody mention that to us on?
Somebody did. Here, I'll put it.
Okay. We watched. Oh my gosh, what was it? Cumberbatch.
What?
Bangalore.
Yeah, it was called Cumberbatch.
No, it wasn't.
That was Benedict Cumberbatch in the monster suit.
Oh, was
So
it?
it's called Cumberbatch,
Was
yeah.
it really?
It's from what is it? Benedict Cumberbatch is from Alice in Wonderland, from the from the Jabberwocky story. That's where Benedict Cumberbatch came from. You don't know that?
People, I didn't know that.
The
Everybody
first
knew
time
that.
somebody read the Jabberwocky story out
Yeah.
loud, that's where Benedict Cumberbatch came from.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Benedict
Benedict
Cumberbatch.
Cumberbatch broke out of the book, and he's just been floating around just carrying children ever since. No, Bandersnatch.
Yeah,
That can't be right.
Bandersnatch.
Is that right?
The Black Mirror, yeah, Bandersnatch.
Okay, so we watched the Black Mirror Bandersnatch last night, and I gotta say, I've taken exception with an article I read on Polygon.com, which is a website I usually enjoy.
It was Colin M. Parker.
Oh,
Yeah,
thanks.
yeah. He mentioned Bandersnatch to us.
So we did watch it last night. With some of the family. My mom hung on there for a little while. She left.
Yeah, a little too bleak for the moms, which I understand.
Yeah. But Polygon was like, it's not. It fails as both a video game and a movie, and it's like neither a video game nor is it
It's
a
a
movie.
different thing, yeah.
It's an episode of a television show because
Yeah.
like, the same way in a choose your own adventure book,
Yeah,
this is not a book that should take you 2 hours to read. It's a book that takes you 5 minutes to read.
yeah. You got to understand it's a different thing.
Yeah. So this thing, like a choose your own adventure book, is a bunch of 10-minute stories.
I feel like they did some clever things with looping back. Like at
Yeah.
the end, it said, "Okay, here's a place you can go back to." They made that very easy, and so that actually ended up sculpting a really nice, like probably hour and change experience.
Yeah, I think
That
we
felt
watched it
like
for at least
feature
an hour
film.
and a half, where we
Yeah.
were going through and watching it more. And I agreed with Polygon that the main character didn't develop as a character, but
Nah.
it's an episode of Black Mirror.
Yeah. I mean, like coming from these two choose your own adventure books,
Yeah,
the development of a character
Yeah.
or a character
There's
arc
just-
is like not even. In
yeah.
the
There's no
picture.
time to develop the character, and that's really not what the media is about. It's about doing some weird experimental thing.
And they had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, they really
I really
put you
liked
into
the
it in
part
funny
when he
ways.
is like he realizes we're watching, and like you have the choice to say like we're watching you on
Yeah,
Netflix,
yeah.
and like it was good. It was really clever,
It was great. It was really there was a lot of unexpected.
and not
Stuff.
as bleak as I expect because it's Black Mirror. There was
No.
like some levity and good
There's a
humor and
lot
stuff.
of bleakness. There's some sadness, but
It was
like
very
there's a
bleak,
fair
yeah.
amount of. It's funny, and if you're
I
watching it with a
laughed.
group of people, then it's
Watch it with a group of people. That's what we did.
a fun experience. I thought it was a fun experience.
It's because we're doing reviews. We're turning our show into a review, a Bandersnatch review cast. Every week we review Bandersnatch.
So we did not finish Bandersnatch.
Nah, we watched a bunch of it.
But we
though.
watched a bunch of it. It was good.
But we
what were
did
going to do?
finish Who Killed
Yeah, we did.
Harlow Thromby.
Oh,
and
so
it
did we
feels
want to
great.
do a little mini post-mortem? I don't know what it would be.
Yeah, sure.
I want to point out
I'm
that
glad we're done. I
We're
hope
glad
it
we're
stays done forever.
I'm
How
glad
about
we
you?
read it because of the part where it says, "Do you have any? What is it?
Do you have any theory
Do
about
you have
the
any
case?
theory about the case?"
Yeah.
That just for that line, for when he walks in, cool, smooth. Do you have any theory about that case?
I would love to see just like lots of videos of different people doing that, sitting down, putting their feet up on the railing and saying, "Well, do you have any theory about the case?"
Yeah.
Just like every different kind of person doing that. So I can picture it a million different
satisfying.
ways.
Yeah.
Because there's no win. There's no win there. It's just a great moment. But this person's story continues,
That's right.
right? In
I think it's called Ghost Hunter or Ghost Hunters, but the same boy detective returns to the Thrombey mansion.
Jenny's
after
gotta
Jane
be in it, right?
Thrombey, yeah.
Okay.
After Jane, well, I don't know for sure, but there's a picture that looks like Jenny Mudge right on the front of the Ghost Hunter book.
She's very
Jane
distinctive.
Thrombey dies, and so they go back to hunt for Harlow Thrombey's ghost for some reason.
Jane Thrombey dies, but there's Harlow Thrombey's ghost?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, I know. So, I mean, that sounds like a real good one. And you should expect to see that in the voting for the next.
I'm surprised that
next
Harlow
book.
Thrombey isn't just like hunting your house. He's like, why didn't you save me?
He's just like walking out of the pool room
I
over and over.
told you I was scared.
Over and over, just like, nobody's playing pool with me.
Here's a weird thing that I never thought about this book until right now. This is the perfect time to talk about it.
Oh, gosh.
He calls you because he's scared his wife is going to kill him. Why is he scared his wife is going to kill him?
She said she's going to.
Because she said she's going to kill him, presumably recently.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason
Enough to motivate him to
That's the
call
only
a boy.
reason he's fearing for his life.
Yeah.
Completely separately, his niece is planning to kill him.
Right.
There's no connection there. I feel like this is the kind of guy who just has a lot of people that want to kill him all the time. There's no connection between his concern for his safety and the person who actually kills him.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
It could be that he's got a lot of money and people desire money.
Yeah.
And he's not a person you want to kill, but if you think about killing him, you're like, well, I could do that.
Maybe he's just become a lot more unlikable in the past year and he knows it.
Yeah, maybe so.
He's like, oh, I'm the worst now. I'm a real stinker.
That's how you make a ghost.
That's how you make a ghost.
You give a whole lot of shame and sadness in a lumpy old man and murder
Can you
him.
imagine if like Jane died and then she became a ghost and then she looked over and there was Harlow and he was like, oh, hey, cool.
I can't believe you killed me. It's just like, oh, come on with
I'm going to
this.
spend eternity telling him I didn't kill him. And I gave you 2 pianos.
One of them was small. I didn't want that.
Oh, man. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of other thoughts about this book naturally.
I guess I don't either.
Absolutely exhausted.
I will say one thing that I really liked was the Peter and the Wolf thing that you did. That was a fun segment that I remember from that I almost forgotten about. It's so easy to forget stuff.
We had a lot of good segments. You know what I say whenever...
I like the part of the podcast where like, these are our favorite things that we did.
Yeah.
Why did you stop and then pick up a guitar?
Vamp for a second. I got to figure something out.
Vamp on which now?
No. Talk. Vamp.
Oh, Vamp. Talk Vamp. Well, I'm kind of drawing a blank. No, I'm just kidding. So the Peter and the Wolf thing was a real surprise, and the fact that it actually worked was crazy. And I'm glad we didn't try to run it through any episodes too much, because I think it would have made people crazy. But it was sure fun to... Okay, I can stop.
There's something that occurred to me that we never did this episode, and I think we have a moment here where we can do it.
Uh-oh.
Who do you ship? Who do you ship? Who do you ship on Finish It? Who do you ship on Finish It?
That was nice.
Who do you ship?
Okay.
I forgot about Who Do You Ship. We did it for Cave of Time.
This is a real tricky one with this book because it's children and grown-ups.
Well,
But let's jump at it. Let's go for it.
Okay, let's see. Who do I ship in the world of Who Killed Harlow Thrombey? Ooh, the possibilities are so delicious in my mouth right now.
I'm just working them over.
Here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Hear me out. The Falcon.
Yeah.
Because his face is so concave.
No. Okay.
And Harlow because his
is it
face is so
convex?
convex.
I thought concave.
Convex is going in.
I thought concave went in because it's like
because it's caving in. Okay, so
Point,
Harlow
say pointy
Thrombey.
outy and say sucky inny.
Okay, see. I think that. Here, let me get it clean. Let me get it clean. I think the Falcon and Harlow Thrombey because the Falcon's face
Oh, I see.
is so pointy outy.
Yeah.
And Harlow's face is so sucky inny.
Sucky inny.
They're like made to squish. Right? And like I feel like the Falcon is kind of a no nonsense guy. Like if Harlow Thrombey's like, I don't think anyone likes me, he'd be like, shut up, pull it together.
Yeah, I see that.
Forge some more checks. I don't know. You know, he's like rough and gruff, and like I think you'd like shake him out of his self-reflective, self-depreciating depression.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
I
and
think
one's
that's a
green
really
and one
solid one.
isn't. That's a good combo.
Yeah.
What
I
do you got?
ship. I ship. I ship Angela
Okay, Angela the niece.
and Nightmare Doctor because they're both
Nightmare
psychopaths
Careless
who
Doctor.
don't care about human lives at all, and they
Yeah.
probably would just connect on a lot of weird levels.
Yeah, probably.
They could go on like a kind of darkly comic 6-episode miniseries on a streaming service.
And Robert is, I think, a little bit too emotional, a little bit too.
Yeah, it definitely starts with them killing Robert.
Yeah, they need to
It's
get
called Killing Robert.
killing Robert.
Killing Dr. Robert Driscoll.
Yeah, and like that's one thing they do every night before they go to bed for the rest of their lives is that they talk about the night that they killed Robert
Yeah.
and how it was meaningful to them and brought them together.
And that's satisfying on an emotional level, and then they go to sleep soundly.
Yeah.
And in the trailer, you see Dr. Robert Driscoll walking through the hospital.
Lipscomb.
And then Lipscomb, what did I say?
Driscoll.
Driscoll?
Too many names in here. Don't be hard on yourself. There's too many names. Dr. Richard Dreyfuss.
Dr. Richard Dreyfuss. Well, Dr. Robert Lipscomb's walking through the hospital, and over the pager it says, "Killing Dr. Lipscomb, killing Dr. Robert Lipscomb," and he's like, "Did I hear that right?" And then it's like, "Whoa, this looks like a darkly funny show."
Oh yeah.
Who else do you ship?
In this book, let me think. Jane and Prufrock could be interesting, but I feel like that's kind of a lateral move for Jane. Let's see, maybe. I mean, I'm curious about the thug who knocks you in the head, but that's just because he's kind of
about the thug.
he's
for
kind of a
sure.
man of mystery,
Yeah.
and I'm kind of wondering what his deal is. Honestly, I don't wish a whole lot of happiness for anyone in this book.
We'll
there's not
find
really
find some matches that
I'm
we
going to open
cause
it up a
deep
little bit. I'm
unhappiness.
going to
Okay.
pick somebody from. You can do this too. I'm going to pick somebody from Thromby, and I'm going to pick somebody from Cave of Time.
Oh, okay, I like that.
This is a little easy and obvious, but I'm going to say, and not like in a romantic way necessarily,
Yeah.
but I want Jenny Mudge and Louisa to team.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect.
I'm a little concerned about Jenny Mudge. She's a little bit of a sociopath, maybe.
Yeah, but Louisa can handle it.
I feel like, and maybe she can ground her too.
Yeah.
Because Louisa's really grounded, pretty like, I don't know, like earthy, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a Killing Eve thing, but just like with kids, and it's not like
Yeah, and it's not
it's not sexual and it's not dark. It's just like she's like, "You're kind of mean," and she's like, "You're kind of naive," and they're like, "Well, I'm not."
Yeah,
They're back and
exactly.
forth.
Total like odd couple thing.
Yeah,
More of like a TV show I would want to see than a relationship, but I think that's close enough. What about you? If you had to
I gotta
combo.
say, Chartwell and Bug Monster.
You'd
I
be
just think, like, on
there's
a
something
planet of just
unusual
bug
about you.
monsters." Yeah.
I just can't put my finger on it.
He's walking around with a magnifying glass, like, "What is this giant bug?" And he's like, "Another one." And then he runs over to the other one. And he's like, "This is so strange." And then he's like, "Another one." And then at night they all crowd around him. He's like, "What's happening?" And then Tilly falls asleep, and they just fall asleep in a cuddly pile of bug monsters.
And they deem him such a non-threat that they don't actually ever eat him or kill him. And he just becomes part of their
Yeah, he just
society.
licks fructose off of their shell, their carapaces.
He keeps them clean. Yeah, he
Yeah.
licks the
He's like, "Why are you
excess
so delicious?"
fructose that leaks from their
Yeah.
shells. Oh, that's good. That's good. I like that.
Nice. Who do you ship? Good stuff.
I think that's all the ships that I have.
Yeah,
all right,
I
good
got it,
shipping. If you guys have any good ships,
I'm kind of Helga Prufrock, but whatever.
ooh, Helga Prufrock. That's a good
I
one.
just think they'd be happy people together.
Yeah,
Maybe
and
you stop being a terrible cop and start working at the Y.
I
do
don't
some
think it would
soccer.
improve either of them. I just think that they'd be a good couple.
That's true.
Like I think you still would not like either of them a lot because she'd be a horrible gossip and
Yeah.
he'd be a horrible buffoon. But they would go well together.
Yeah, and on the upside, you're putting a third person in the Helga Jenkins thing so that they can actually win an argument with the help of Prufrock. You know what I
there
mean?
you
They
go.
can team up and be like, "Okay,
Yeah.
I'm right about this."
That's it. That's right. You gotta have
That'd
some
be
backup.
satisfying.
All right, so tweet
Yeah,
us your ships for Thromby or Cave of Time or
Or
both.
mix them ups.
Maybe Matt and no, I gotta really think this through. Matt and
Me and Jenny's dad.
Matt and Jenny's dad.
Like after you call Jenny's dad, I'm on the stuff. I'm like, "Who is that?"
It was that.
boy detective.
You
And I'm
wanted
like,
to
you
know
gotta
where
tell me
Jenny
more
was.
about that boy detective. How many detectives you got in this town? A lot.
pretty much
How
all
many
kids.
boy detectives? All kids.
How many detectives you got in this town? How many kids do we have in this town?
They're all detectives.
All detectives.
right,
Yeah,
good
so
stuff.
tweet us your ships at Finish It Pod.
And we'll laugh about
Tweeters.
it and stuff. We'll be like,
Or
that's
Instagram.
great.
You can do Instagram. Run Instagram.
I guess, like, do whatever. This will be
I
on
don't know.
YouTube maybe, so comment. I keep forgetting.
Yeah,
Hi.
I think we'll probably put this on YouTube. We'll at least put the songs up.
You can really look at the tiki bar in detail.
It's our dad's tiki bar. We're in it. It's in his garage, and it's just absolutely wonderful. It's a definite happy place. It is cold. Made me put my shoes on, but nothing can be perfect.
Yeah. All
Matt?
right. Well, look.
We did it.
We did it. I can't believe it. New Year's Eve is going to be fun. I'm going to be relaxing. And, you know, the really fun thing is we got one more episode that we're recording here. My vacation
Yeah.
and your vacation is so long.
Yeah.
We're here after the New Year, so we'll actually do one more.
We get to do episode 1 of Space
Episode
Vampire.
1 of Space Vampires
in person.
coming straight from the Tiki Lounge.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Yeah, so like, and also like, if you want to tell people about this, you know, like, and maybe that would be a good time to jump in. When we start a fresh book is always a good time
yeah,
for people
that's
to jump
true.
in, so they don't have to feel like they're super.
Yeah, now
behind.
that Harlow Thromby's done, you can finally tell people about this podcast.
Yeah. You know, we know you were all kind of waiting until the end of this. Yeah, so we will see you next week for I feel like it's one of the most exciting things we do is starting a new book. So we will see you on New Year's Day for that. Yeah. So until next time, take care to keep your business drier than yourself. We did the Finish It podcast. The end. The Finish It podcast. Yeah, that was the perfect one.
Fine. Good.
All, one take, all in one.
Whoa, we did the whole thing.
Let's go drink some dad beers.
Let's go drink some dad beers.